If you do everything the same in 2025 that you did this year, but you layer in these 3 things, your life will be way better. So the first thing that I do is there's an old Japanese ritual called the misogi. And the notion around a misogi is you do one year-defining thing every year. Something that like you can look back on. And I said, James, what'd you do in 27? What'd you do in 2019? Well, what the hell did you guys do 8 days ago? You probably don't even know what you do 8 days ago, but you sure as hell should be able to say, in 2022, I launched a podcast. I quit smoking. I did 29 or 29. There should be one big thing. So every year I plan one big event. That's the first thing. The second thing that I do is something that I call Kevin's rule. Kevin is a police officer in New York, where I'm from, who's a friend of mine. Blue collar guy, the happiest guy that I know. Maybe the best life of anyone that I know. Kevin and I take our 8-year-old kids to climb Mount Washington in the winter. Mount Washington is freezing. It's like minus 10 degrees. We're in a minus 20 sleeping bag, sleeping outside of the snow. It's midnight. I said, Kevin, there's 8 billion people in the world. We're the only 4 people out here. This is unbelievable, man. How often do you do stuff like this? And he lights up. He goes, oh, ever since I graduated college, every other month, I do something on a weekend or one day of the weekend that I normally wouldn't have done. I said, well, what do you mean? He goes, like, well, instead of watching the Georgia football game, I might take my kids fishing. I might sign up for a 5K. I might take a cooking class, but I do something I normally wouldn't have done, like this trip we're on right now. I said, that's unbelievable. He said, yeah. I said, well, why do you do it? He said, because if you create 6 mini adventures every year and you're 40 years old and you live to be 80, that's 240 things that you wouldn't have had in your life, events or mini adventures that you just created. I said, this is brilliant, man. If you do that, you won life. So that's what I do. I create one thing, 6 mini adventures, I plan them out, and I'm crushing life. And then the third thing is I add a winning habit every quarter. What does that look like? Maybe it's a 10-minute-a-day meditation practice. Maybe I'm never going to be late to a meeting. Maybe it's drinking half my weight in water, right? What they say you're supposed to do. But if you add 4 new habits, 6 mini adventures, and a killer experience, and you repeat that for the rest of your life, that's a heck of a life, man, if you do everything else the same. And it's easy to do. So that's what I do. And I've been doing it since I'm about 20. What I'm really most proud of isn't the businesses. You know, I've had a lot of egg on my face. I've failed, but I've sold 5 businesses. But what I'm most proud of is those experiences and those adventures, and including my family and including my friends. Because when you make money, one of the greatest gifts that you can get from having money is treating the people to these kind of things, the things that you love to do, and doing it with them. It's really putting more on your plate of what you love to do with the people you love to do them with.